this message that I have to hand out, it's basically a story about history that's not spoken about originally. If you have an open mind, you should receive the information. Watch what happens on a day-to-day basis. So, in order for me to explain to you our trek as human beings through a 60,000 year period, as opposed to the 6,000 year period religion would like you to believe, I'm going to have to try to break this down into a few component parts, because this whole process is so vast that it has to be absorbed through osmosis over a period of time to really grasp the significance of it all. But I'm going to try and give it to you in a format that will allow you to grasp the major points. Grasp the major points. And we all know that 2020 is when we see clearly, and maybe with what you will hear today, it will help you overstand. And the word stand, of course, includes the letters DNA, which is a story that I'm about to tell you. DNA, a long time ago, DNA, hundreds of thousands of years ago, a division occurred in the evolutionary line of an animal. And that division then created two significant new animals, one of which we know today as human beings, and the other one not known to most people, but understood by scientists, the Neanderthal animal and the human animal having had the same basic connection before the division occurred. 4,000 years, if the scientists are correct, there were no men in the human animal. Mitochondrial DNA suggests that the original woman was a hermaphrodite. A hermaphrodite that could, in fact, give birth of clones of herself, and did so for a period of about 84,000 years, until at about 90,000 BC, a development came about to subdivide herself into two people so that she could continue in her duties while a second version called men would be born. And that second version would be task-oriented. And that's where you began getting the division of gender and reproduction over time by sex rather than through the internal hermaphroditic way. My personal interpretation of what has happened is that creation knows everything. However, creation has never experienced anything. And the creation of life on planet Earth is basically an experiment by creation to figure out exactly what advantages there would be to creation, not only to know, but to have experienced. And every grain of sand, every blade of grass, every cloud in the sky, every tree, every bird, every animal, every person is a collector of information. And that information is gathered up and stored in a way that can be retrieved by creation. I do not mean God. You'll get the God later. Creation is not a person, but a process through which we got to where we are today. There is little information known about the journey of the other animal called the Neanderthaler, because I believe the information is being withheld. It's not that it doesn't exist. It's just that it's being withheld and released only to certain groups of people and the information released in a coded form to the agents of the Neanderthal. By the way, the word Neanderthaler is subdivided into two parts. Nean is the word Dean. Dino, Dina, as in passive, Dina, are all names that come into play here and suggest that the Neanderthaler didn't disappear forever and ever, but basically disappeared for a purpose. And the purpose can be better understood if one goes over to the other division of the word Neanderthaler. And the word Thaler is the German word for dollars. So the word Neanderthaler therefore translates to beings of dollars. The name given to his society is that of Moostrian. And the Moostrian society in caves are known to contain artifacts that suggest Moostrians brought forth fire. And that fire led to cooking. In order to do the cooking, they had to come up with an invention, and that's the spear. And if one follows the code through, we would of course get to a place in our history where shaking the spear becomes important, and that leads you to the name of Will I Am Shakespeare. A book of codes that allows those in the know to access information about past that is not discussed in normal universities. Neanderthals became jealous of clan mothers. And in their jealousy, they began to plan war against women. Against women. evidence on the planet that I have been able to locate that suggests that full-blown war was ever contemplated until about 10,000 BC, which is at the end of the last ice age. And yet, the problems with the Neanderthals and humans begun to surface at about 59,000 BC and evolve into full-blown hatred by the Neanderthals of the clan mothers by a period of about 40,000 BC. And a decision to do something about it was made at a time somewhere between 30 and 25,000 BC. But that required changes to occur to the Neanderthal themselves. Come to terms with the fact that someone along the line wanted to control people, and to control people, that someone had to pretend to be creation. Well, in a world of hunters and foragers, the only slave that existed at the beginning was a dog. And someone could throw a spear or shoot an arrow and kill a bird or a rabbit and send the dog out to retrieve it. I suggest it's symbolic of the original way of getting things. The word dog priest applies here. A priest as a dog. So priests are agents who go and fetch things and bring them back to the superior. Superior is the top dog, and the top dog will suggest that if you reverse the word dog, you have the word God. God, at the same time, is dog. Fetch things from the community and bring it back.
Do you believe in God? Of course, there is the God, but my definition of God and yours is not the same. I believe in creation as having begun the entire process. You believe in Creator, the hijacker, through genetic engineered beings, creating intelligent design.